this is bringing back memories. This is an Alaskan ulu, spelled U-L-U. It's a tool that the Eskimos have been using for thousands of years to skin seals and whales and whatever. I'm using it to dice onion for a chicken salad sandwich I'm making with a can of chicken, a little bit of relish, a little bit of mayo on a bun with some lettuce. But it's reminding me of a sandwich I had on the banks of the Toklat River in Denali National Park a few years ago. My youngest daughter was working near Denali, and she had been doing it every summer, spending the summer up there. And Kay and I drove the RV up to Alaska, and then my oldest daughter came out to visit, flew out from Michigan, and my two daughters and I were sitting on the shore of the river eating our sandwiches, and that was an epic sandwich in a glorious place. We did go hiking. You can get off the park bus any place you want to. Just tell them I want off and they'll stop the bus. You can get off and go back country hiking. And we did that, and we're quite a ways from the bus and the road when my daughter spotted a grizzly bear over my shoulder. And it was still at about 300 yards, but we decided we were going to retreat back to the road and catch the next bus before that bear got a whiff of my sandwich. So, wow, glorious, glorious sandwich. It wasn't so much about the sandwich, it was the surroundings. Salad sandwich. This reminds me of a chicken salad sandwich that I had out in the desert a couple of years ago. I was at a place called Devil's Garden, which is a place where there are a lot of unusual rock formations. It's near Escalante, Utah, and I had been photographing out there around the area for a couple of hours, and I could see that a rainstorm was on the way. And finally it caught up to me, and so I headed back to the camper and went in and made a chicken salad sandwich. And it had been several days since I had had a hot meal, and I decided to grill it on the stove in the camper. So I had a grilled chicken salad sandwich. Oh, it's raining and I'm inside the Adventure Bobmobile. I'm at a place called Devil's Garden on Hole in the Rock Road, Escalante, Utah. And it's raining outside. No problem. I just made me a grilled chicken sandwich on my stove. That is a wonderful looking chicken salad sandwich, but not as epic as the one that I had at Valley of the Gods in Utah a couple of years ago. Valley of the Gods is, geologically, it's probably an extension of Monument Valley, just probably 30 miles away, but without the crowds of busloads and of all the tourists. And you can camp for free. And I had gone in there with the pickup camper, and I had to go through like more than 20 dry washes to get there. You drop down into a gully and then climb back out the other side. And and I couldn't find a level spot to park the pickup, so I had to put down some stones and arrange them and drive up onto some stones to level the pickup, because of course that's the way my bed would be for that night. And then went in and made a chicken salad sandwich, and then went out by the campfire circle and enjoyed that glorious, glorious scenery. Wow. You know, having a sandwich in this old kitchen in our historical old house in Flint, Michigan reminds me a lot of the 150-year-old lighthouse at Big Sable Point, Ludington, Michigan, where Kay and I volunteered for 2 weeks along with some other volunteers a couple of years ago. We ran the gift shop, and my favorite assignment was the top of the tower. The views were just beautiful. Lake Michigan, just gorgeous. And but there were 6 of us working, and we would rotate our lunch hour. So I would go on my lunch hour to upstairs to the old kitchen, looked a lot like this one, and fix a sandwich or something. And wow, that was just an amazing experience. Glorious. So I'll mention one more glorious sandwich, and again, it's more about the location. For several winters, Kay and I have gone to the Dominican Republic in the tropics for the wintertime. And the chalet that we ordered came with use of a four-wheeler. And so there was a beach called Playa Rincon. It took about an hour on the quad to drive out there. And but we had the place to ourselves. It was unspoiled by tourism so far. And wow, what a glorious place. Pulled the quad in among the palm trees in the shade, and grabbed the backpack and get our sandwiches and our snacks out and just enjoy a beautiful day. Well, there you go. I told you about 5 places where I've had a glorious sandwich, and I'd be glad to hear from you if in the comments below, if you want to tell me where you had a great sandwich. I'd be glad to know about it. Have a great day, everybody.